Abuti, how's it?
I'm proper. How's it, my brother?
Kishapu. Please tell us your name, where you're from, and what you represent.
My name is Councillor Tsepiso Mudiba from the City of Tshwane. I represent ActionSA.
Which area are you from?
I'm from Atteridgeville.
Okay, Abuti, I was called here to come and cover this event of the insourcing of security workers in the City of Tshwane. We have done a podcast where we had their issues, where the history comes from and everything. Were you able to watch the podcast?
Yes, I've watched some few clips.
Okay, so apparently they accuse yourselves as ActionSA of having sided with the white DA. So and you dropped them even though you promised to work with them. Have you heard the story, and do you want to dispute that?
No, we've heard the story circulating in the media, but then however we didn't do that. What actually happened in the previous council meeting, we voted against the agency of the EFF motion of insourcing. That's what we voted against. And the reason for us to vote against that agency of motion is because us as a coalition, including the DA and other parties, we are working on a process to implement insourcing in the City of Tshwane.
So if yourselves, including DA, you are working for insourcing, whether agent or not, wasn't the motion coming from EFF going to effectively work with whatever you guys have?
Yeah, it was not going to work on the process that we have made as a coalition government in the City of Tshwane, because currently as a coalition we are working on a business case study to find out whether how feasible can we insource the security guards and cleaners in the City of Tshwane.
Those congregated there, they've stated to yourselves that feasibility study has been made. Even in the podcast they do say that feasibility study has been made, and they say if you are not happy with what EFF has done, why don't you raise your own motion? And if you say you have raised the motion before, which motion was it? So those are the questions that coming from the guys there.
No, that feasibility study was made. However, it was rescinded. It was made in 2018. Remember, 2018 we were not here as ActionSA. And then 2018, EFF and the very same DA and other parties, including ANC, council minutes are there. They've rescinded that decision. Hence, we are here back from scratch to start again.
Answer about the motion for yourself. Why don't you create your own motion? Or if you have created your motion before, which one is it?
There's no need for us to create a motion, because it means if us as ActionSA were to do a motion, it means that motion have to go through council, then passed, then the council resolution will be that motion should go through a feasibility study, of which is currently what we are doing. It means we are 10 steps ahead of the EFF. So there's a feasibility study coming, my brother, and then we are waiting for it. Because a motion does not necessarily mean that we must insource. It means we must go look for other alternatives, whether we are feasible to insource security guards and cleaners. Also, in that feasibility study, there will be things like your training personnel, your salaries, and so on. So we're waiting for the full comprehensive feasibility study to tell us that here are security guards, and then this is what you must pay them, this is how you must train them, and so on.
I've seen a document that speaks about benchmarking with other cities and everything, and that has been done a long time ago, and I think the template is already there to do. Those guys are very hungry, those guys are very concerned, and they are very agitated. They think they're going to be used like you've used them before. When do you think you can reasonably have them insourced?
Well, my brother, as ActionSA, insourcing is our policy, and then I can guarantee you that we will never use anyone, whether for votes, For us, insourcing is about dignity of a black person, because majority of these people are black people, hence we are advocating for them. So the deadline that we are waiting for the feasibility study to come is on the 30th of April, and then for us to make that deadline is for us to ensure that the insourcing is being accommodated in the next year medium-term expenditure framework budget.
They say your provincial chair says you have done a motion before. So is it true that you have done a motion in the City of Tshwane?
We have been working on the feasibility study as the councillors, including our coalition government. Hence now we are providing a deadline that on the 30th of April we'll be receiving that feasibility study from the city's manager's office, which is the administration. As we are just politicians, we don't know what that feasibility study will entail. However, we are eagerly waiting for it to come.
So the Funzi story of a motion that was done before, it's not true?
I'm not sure, my brother. I'm not Funzi's spokesperson. I wish he was here to speak for himself, but I'm not his spokesperson. What I'm telling you is that us as a coalition, we've been working on the feasibility study and it's coming on the 30th of April.
What was intended to happen here? What information were you sharing with them and how was it received?
No, the what happened here today is to update the workers that here's a process that we are working on. Hence we've had the media stories circulating. Then here's what we are working on. There's a feasibility study that is coming, and then it was just to provide them with an update on how far are we, because we've been with these workers since the inception of our political party, ActionSA. So we're just here to update them that how far we are with the process.
You think they are happy?
I'm not sure. I'm not the psychologist to evaluate their emotions, but then we've communicated with some of them after our presentation. Some they are happy, some they are not sure whether they are happy or not. So I can't really say that they are happy or not, but then those that I have engaged with them after my presentation here, they have understood our position as ActionSA.
Do you think it's fair to say you are not sure, you are not a psychologist, given that these are bread butter issues? These people are very unhappy. They say they are going to sleep at Tshwane House again on Wednesday for Thursday, and they say the last time you betrayed them. This time they've got about 70 votes from ANC, 23 from EFF. I don't know how accurate those are, and they're actually waiting that even if you don't come with DA, at least they would have died knowing that they've done something. There's something worth their while, and you have betrayed them, and you are not going to vote for them. Is it true?
No, we have not betrayed them.
No, is it true that you are not going to vote for the motion that
currently there's no motion in the council agenda?
Okay.
There's no motion. That's what I must tell you. I just go through the council agenda. Then there's no motion that was submitted by the EFF. They promised to submit a motion, but they didn't, because they knew the consequences of that motion. However, in terms of us being fair or not, ours, we have never betrayed the workers and will never betray the workers.
They say they are going there because they are hoping a motion will be. Do they know that there's no motion?
I'm not sure.
That's why I'm asking you, what was the purpose of today meeting with them?
The purpose was just to update them on how far we are as ActionSA. It was not to talk about other parties, and maybe some others they promised them a motion. We are not sure whether that motion will come, whether it will be agency or not. Hence, I'm telling you that going to council, I've just gone through the council agenda, and then there's no motion that is submitted. Maybe they'll submit it tomorrow or not. Hence, I'm saying I'm not sure. But ours is to say we'll never betray the struggle of the workers. We'll never betray the dignity of a human being.
Thank you very much. Remind them who you are.
I'm Councillor Tsebiso Modiba from the City of Tshwane.
Thank you very much.
Sure.